YouTube! What is going on? Andres, aka Tough Cookie, back again with a new video. But before we go any further, please drop a like on this video. I would greatly appreciate it. Now, my last video got brought to my attention because somebody came up and they were asking me about weeks 1 and 2, and I left a clip out and I made a mistake. So before I go any further for weeks 3 and 4, when I dropped that video, I had already completed weeks 1 and 2. So a few things with that. When I dropped it, week 2 was already done. And then the second thing is that when you're going into the second week of programming, so if you're doing, for example, the first week was 2 sets of 8 and that second week, 2 sets of 8, the goal is to try to do the same working sets at 5 to 15 pounds heavier, but moving it the same. And that was something that I forgot to mention. And then I also forgot to mention that going in and doing this program, you have to stretch, and you have to stretch a lot, especially if your body is not used to hypertrophy and doing these really high reps, which mine was not. And now I focus for at least 20 to 25 minutes after every session stretching. So now with this video, I've already completed weeks 3 and 4. Week 4 is a little bit wonky because I didn't get as many training days as I wanted. But on my little notepad here, I have some notes of how I did with weeks 1 and 2 and weeks 3 and 4. So we'll do weeks 1 and 2 first, since I forgot to drop that in the last video. I'm sorry, please don't send any hate this way, just love, all right? So with back squat, I went from doing 275, and now again, this is all sets of 8, all right? So back squat, I went from 275 to 290, front squat 230 to 235, bench 175 to 190, snatch pulls stayed at 185, clean pulls 210 to 215, push press 160, snatch push press 135, those both stayed the same, and then RDLs or Romanian deadlifts 185 to 200. Now weeks 3 and 4, I went back squat 285 to 295, front squat 235 to 245, bench 185 to 195, snatch pull 195 to 200, clean pull 215 to 225, and then for my push press, snatch push press, and RDL, those all stayed the same at 165, 145, and 195 respectively. So as you can see, I'm already making gains. Everything's been going really good. Like I said, the goal is 5 to 15 pounds heavier going into that second week of doing the same sets and reps. Now, one thing that I've noticed going into this program that's probably been the most difficult is that as you're up in that weight, you want to make sure that you're still moving it the same way, that you're not having to take breaks, or that it's so much more difficult than it was the week before, because that's how you're making progress without getting incredibly fatigued. Because my goal is to be able to go in, hit every session, and not have a bunch of fatigue that's going to set me back going into the next day, especially because some weeks, like week 3, I went 6 days in a row without taking a break. And I also did that because, like I said, week 4 is kind of wonky and I missed some days. But overall, it has been pretty good, and I've been enjoying it, and I'm having a lot of fun just having this freedom with programming and just being able to go in there and do a bunch of like bodybuilding work that I haven't really been able to do. And I was able to gain some weight and do it without looking, you know, like kind of chunky like I did back in the day when I did my weight gain. I've been putting on a lot of muscle mass, and I've really been enjoying it. So again, if anyone is interested in doing this program, hit your boy up. All right, drop a comment, reach out to me, and I'll send the program over to you. I can do it through a Google Doc, through Google Drive, I mean. I could also do it through an Excel sheet, a notepad, whatever works for you. Just let me know. It's free, and I just want to put it out there so people can try it and do it with me so I'm not so lonely. I'm lonely over here. I'm lonely. Nobody's doing it with me. I just need just one person. Come on, just one person to try it out. No, but seriously, thank you again for all the love and support and staying up with me. And after this, I'll be dropping my next update, right, 2 weeks from now, which will be weeks 5 and 6. But please like this video, subscribe to the channel, hit the bell for notifications, drop some comments down below, and until next time, stay safe out there. Love you guys. See ya.